Welcome back to the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Today, from Papers with Code, we're looking at scaling diffusion transformers efficiently via µP, published May 21st, 2025. This work addresses a key challenge with diffusion transformers, AI models increasingly used for generating images. Scaling them up is often hampered by expensive hyperparameter tuning. Hyperparameters, you see, are crucial settings configured before training. This paper shows how Maximal Update Parametrization, or µP, helps by allowing these optimal hyperparameters to be transferred from smaller models to larger ones, saving significant tuning cost. So building on these really promising results with Maximal Update Parametrization, the researchers have also made their work accessible. They've shared the official implementation on GitHub. So if you're interested in the nuts and bolts, you can find all the code there for models like DiT and PixArt-α, which lets you reproduce their experiments. They've also included detailed instructions and scripts to help you get started. And speaking of results, figure 1 here gives us a great visual. On the left, we see some really cool image samples produced by the DiT-µP model. These images, like a furry little black cat or flowers, grow inside the spacesuit, show strong fidelity and precision, really matching the text prompts well. Then, on the right, bar charts illustrate the efficiency gains when using Maximal Update Parametrization for hyperparameter search. This efficiency is measured in relative flops. That's floating point operations, which tell us how much computational work is involved. For PixArt-α and MMDIT-18B, this search method requires only about 5.5% and 3% of the flops, respectively, compared to traditional tuning. That's a huge saving. Alright, so Table 1 here really digs into the specifics of how Maximal Update Parametrization is applied to diffusion transformers, particularly when using the Atom/Atom-W optimizer. It lays out these crucial scaling exponents, denoted "AW", "BW", and "CW", which are used to adjust learning rates and initial weight values for the input, hidden, and output layers. The table highlights how these maximal update parameterization values, shown in black and purple, differ from standard parameterization, shown in gray. These precise differences are key to achieving that stable hyperparameter transfer we discussed earlier. Okay, so figure 2 gives us a nice visual overview of how maximal update parameterization is actually applied. On the left, in part A, we see a diagram of a diffusion transformer block with different parts like input weights, hidden weights, and output weights color-coded. This shows how each weight's adjustment, that ABC parameterization we just saw on the table, is implemented. Then part B illustrates the mu transfer process, where optimal base hyperparameters, found by testing on smaller models, are then scaled up and applied to train the larger target models, which is the core idea for efficiency. Alright, so after seeing how maximal update parameterization is applied and the mu transfer process in Figure 2, Figure 3 here really demonstrates the results of this base hyperparameter transferability. We're looking at 3 plots, all showing FID50K scores on the y-axis. That's Fréchet inception distance, a metric where lower scores mean better, more realistic generated images. The x-axis shows different base learning rates. Plot A varies model width, B varies batch size, and C varies training iterations. Crucially, across all these changes, the optimal base learning rate, around -10, consistently gives the best FID50K, showing this transfer works well. So, building on that established hyperparameter transferability from Figure 3, Figure 4 here shows the direct impact on training a large model, specifically the DiT-XL2. We're again looking at FID50K scores on the y-axis, but this time, the x-axis shows training iterations in millions. The orange line, DiT-XL2, 6L, 2µP. That's the model using maximal update parametrization with the transferred learning rate, clearly drops faster. It achieves a 2.9 times faster convergence to reach a good FID50K score compared to the standard DiT-XL2, shown in green, and even ends up with a slightly better final score. This really highlights the practical speed benefits. Okay, now Table 2 shifts our focus slightly to another model, PixArt-α, but it really reinforces the same core idea we've been discussing. This table shows the results of a base learning rate search using maximal update parametrization on smaller proxy tasks for PixArt-α. We see different learning rates listed as their log base 2 values, and the corresponding metrics like training loss, GenEval, which is a general evaluation score where higher is better, and those fresh inception distance scores on 2 different datasets. The key takeaway is that a learning rate of 2 to the power of minus 10 consistently emerges as the optimal choice here. Alright, so building on that optimal learning rate identified for PixArt-α in Table 2, Table 3 now gives us a direct head-to-head comparison. We're looking at PixArt-α with maximal update parametrization, that's PixArt-α-µP, versus the standard PixArt-α, across 10, 20, and 30 training epochs. The table shows GenEval, Fréchet inception distance, and also clip score, which measures how well generated image captions match the images, so higher is better there too. And consistently, the PixArt-α-µP version outperforms the original, especially at 30 epochs where the Fréchet inception distance scores are significantly lower, and GenEval and clip scores are higher. As we've seen with both DiT and PixArt-α, maximal update parametrization really shines. It allows for stable hyperparameter transfer from small proxy models to their much larger counterparts, leading to faster convergence and often better final results. This is a big deal because it makes training these powerful but massive diffusion transformers much more efficient and accessible. Thanks for tuning into the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex.